Good morning. It's 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I got some mowing footage that I put on here. It's not the best, really shaky, and I'm getting a tripod and some other stuff to maybe make better mowing footage. But before I get into that, I wanted to show you something I did that did not work out. What I wanted to do was on my original 60-inch hustler, I wanted to relocate my controls, because one thing that happened is when I go under tree limbs and stuff, this throttle control keep getting knocked around, and then it wouldn't have any detent where it would, you'd throttle up and it would work its way back down. So I didn't like that, and sometimes the PTO switch would get, knocked down by a tree limb or something. So I thought I'd be slick, and I actually cut a groove here. I had my throttle mounted down here, and I welded up the plate here, and I had my PTO mounted there. And all in all, it probably was fine, and it probably was okay. But in my case, I have several mowers. When I jump back and forth, I found myself struggling to remember where the controls were. I need all my mowers exactly the same, because a lot of these functions are used when you're trying to shut the machine down and it's an emergency. So I don't want to have a variance in my machine so that when I get on one, I have to reacclimate to that machine and I forget what's going on. So all in all, it probably would have worked fine. But in the end, I didn't want to have to do that to all of the machines, because it was a little bit of a trick to get that throttle in that spot, and just too much work to convert them all. Plus, I don't stick with the same machines all the time. So, and I'm going to be doing a series on it's going to be called This Mower Means Nothing to Me, where I'm going to take an old one that really doesn't mean anything to me and just, get a deck on it. And I'm going to overdrive the hydros on it so it's fast. But the reason being is I want to have one that I don't have to worry about taking it on tall stuff. So that'll be coming up down the line. So I'll get into the mowing footage. We'll see you later. Look how big this sinkhole's getting. Last year, it was about the size of a 55-gallon drum. And I'd say it's big enough to swallow a couple cars now. I think it might be because they dredge these lakes and they take out all the silt layer, and they're doing vegetation removal. When they take out the silt layer, I'm wondering if that lets the water percolate through the sand and eat up the limestone. And then you get the sinkholes around the lakes. All right, I'm gonna finish this up. Have a good one.